and the Washington Redskins. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 30, the 20, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat, 67 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
So first and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's Trubisky. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Second and goal from the 1. Trubisky will throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now P. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep it tight. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Alert 3. Alert 3.
Geis with a carry on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Yo! Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58 is a mic.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
This time, Trubisky will throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 16 yards, a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You ain't going nowhere.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. Now Trubisky looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 43 yards. As the Bears push further out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Bears 14, Redskins nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Redskins take over
Let's go,
first and
boys.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right.
Now a run with Geis. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, 59. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
On the double. 58 to Mike. Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58. Go. Watch the run.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Check 53 is Mike. Watch the car.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, 60 yards as the Bears push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On first down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Robbie Gould in the field goal unit for the Bears. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, tight.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I'm scared. 90 is a mic. Alert, 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 alert. Here we go. 90 is a mic.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Shift. 22, jet, cover.
2nd down, Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check, ready. Sister Pittsburgh. Forward on it. Bandit. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Mike, check.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58's the Mike. Here we go. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Haskins will throw. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end.
Throw left side taken in by Miller.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Go. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey.
Davis will try to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Trubisky steps away to his left. Finding Gabriel complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Come on, 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Draw play, Cohen. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mike, I know he ain't got it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They try again with Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He just got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Davis running right. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
at the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Redskins take over. Let's go, boys, bring it up. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. He finds an opening past the 40. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 6-yard. Job. Ball trot. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Get ready.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 13.
on 1st and 10. It's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.